Hi, I'm Pamela with Pamela's Plant-Based Kitchen. Tonight we're making a quantity of dressing. It's oil-free, healthy, and it tastes good. This is a creamy avocado, cilantro, and cucumber dressing. So what we're going to do first is we have a cucumber about this size that I've peeled and chopped up. We're going to put this in the Vitamix. As you can see, we've already made a batch of the dressing. We're just going to reuse the container because it has a lot of good ingredients in the bottom of the container. So we don't want to waste it. We also have a large clove of garlic that we've cut up that's going into the blender. We're going to put some zest of a lime. I used part of it for my previous one, so I'm just going to go ahead and zest some more of the lime zest into this. It gives it a real nice tart, citrusy flavor. We're also going to zest some lemon zest. So we're getting the lemon zest in here as well. I wish you could smell how fragrant and delicious this is. I don't like to waste the peelings of my lemons when I make my lemon water in the morning. So when I zest the lemon, I save the lemon to make into a lemon water the next morning so that I don't waste it. Now we are going to put our 2 avocados. I have 2 ripe avocados I have sliced, and we're going to take and scoop it into the container. And ripe avocados are a beautiful thing. It's buttery, it's creamy, it's delicious. Now, if you only had to use half of an avocado, how you would keep it fresh is by leaving the pit, the avocado pit, inside and cover it with the empty shell of the other skin and put it in saran wrap or a Ziploc bag. So that helps to keep it from turning brown if you only use half of your avocado. So here's one of them. We're going to go ahead and put the other one in quickly. And once we do that, we're going to add some seasonings. So this is just so pretty. I see a little bit of the skin went in. We don't want that in the blender. Get that back out. And the last half, so that's 2 full avocados that we're using and 1 large cucumber. So we're going to go ahead now and add some seasonings. So what we're going to add first is half a teaspoon, well, I think a quarter of a teaspoon of pepper is just plenty in here, because we're going to also put in some chili powder, and I am going to put a half a teaspoon of that in there, and that'll give it a real nice punch. If you want something with a little bit more punch, you could add 3/4 or even a teaspoon of chili powder, but the first time you make it, it would be better just to go ahead and season it with a half a teaspoon, and then you can adjust the flavoring as you need to. So we have the pepper and we have the chili powder. We're going to put just a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We don't want to over salt our food, just enough to give it a little flavor that brings out the flavor. We're going to put a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, which gives it a nice, wonderful bite. And apple cider vinegar is really good for your digestion and your biome. We're going to add, this is fresh squeezed lemon juice. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of that. And then we're going to do half a cup of my homemade vegetable stock, which I've talked about before. And we're going to put that in here. Now I have already taken, look at the beauty. I love the smell of cilantro. I don't know how you feel about it. And if you don't like cilantro, you could use parsley, but I think I highly recommend cilantro. It has such a wonderful fragrance. Now this has been washed. I'm going to use half of this amount. So a generous portion, probably about a half cup chopped up. And let's see, is there anything else I want to put in there? I think I'm going to add a little bit of water. It looks pretty thick. So I'm going to take about a 1/4 cup of tap water and put in. Now we're going to go ahead and put this on blend. Now the Vitamix is a very powerful blender. And we're going to just tamp it down with our spoon to make sure that we get all the herbs in there so it can get blended. We'll give it one more whiz. and then it'll come together. Now, as you store your dressing, it'll get thicker in the refrigerator. This is one batch and it makes about 3 cups. I'm gonna let you get a good look at how creamy that is. You can see how beautiful and creamy and herby that is. This is the previous batch I told you I had just made. It's been in the refrigerator and it has thickened up quite consistently. So what we're going to do is add a little bit of vegetable broth to thin that down before we use it as a salad dressing. It also makes a nice fat, not fat-free, but because of the avocado, but low-fat dip because it has no added oils to it. I hope that you enjoy this recipe and that you will try it for yourself and have a healthy, guilt-free salad dressing for your Buddha bowl or your salad or a dip. Thank you for watching.